if you don't like participation trophies, then we shouldn't give medals to soldiers for wars that we don't win.
Why?
Because you didn't win the game. You took the hill, but you didn't win the war.
Well, they're only doing that to make it feel like there's some value in serving in this war and serving in these, military spaces, even though at the end of the day, they're just regular folks that are not going to reap the benefits. So,
yes.
it really is just a participation trophy to encourage people to have incentive to keep coming.
But I think the whole point of the phrasing is that too many people in this country talk about not understanding someone's participation. See, I'm not against participation trophies.
I'm against the
because
participation.
You know why? Because I believe that if a person had an effort and grew from an experience, that they've won something greater than whatever the prize may be. For
Then
example,
they don't need the trophy.
But I know people that have come home from war and they lost everything, and that medal is not indicative of what they lost. The medal doesn't mean that they're brave. This, ironically, it comes from the Karate Kid. The medal means that you're lucky.
Is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that it is a false equivalency to compare war to a cross-country race in middle school?
I think the one thing about a false equivalency would be is if you can't find the same rationale. A person says, okay, was the goal achieved? Yes or no? Was some incredible effort put towards getting the goal, right? Like, you know what? You broke your ankle and you got a touchdown, but we did not win the game. America hasn't won a war since World War II. Does that mean that the people who sacrifice their lives to save another person when they're doing it? Because the reality is that most soldiers, when they die or do something, they're trying to save another person. They're putting their life in harm for other people. So in other words, when they get there, the psychology of the soldier changes. And I only know this because my family's in the military. It becomes less about the Star Spangled Banner, and it becomes more about the unit. It becomes more about, okay, Amanda's in our unit. I got her 6. I got to make sure she's alive because she makes sure I'm alive. And it stops being about the Star Spangled Banner, and it starts being about the person on my right and the person on my left. Mm-hmm. And that, if I participated in you going home alive, then that to me is a great medal. But at the same time, we didn't win. The way we left Afghanistan was an absolute shame and shambles, worse than the Russians. The way that our war in Syria and our war in Iraq ended were an absolute disaster.